take pride in that, and take that pride in their workmanship and translate that into making sure they're doing the best job that they can do. And so it really comes down to making sure these cops know how much they're appreciated.
You got it. Thank you, Chief, and I think each of those that work under your direction, you've done a phenomenal job. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Thank you. Representative Maloy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chief Major, thanks for being here. Thank you for your 40-plus years of public service. Everybody said it, but congratulations on your retirement. I really appreciate what you and your officers do here. And I love that we welcome the public into our buildings. And I know that you all have a responsibility to keep me, my colleagues, and our staff safe. So I recognize that you're balancing a lot of factors. I think you do a really great job of it. But as you pointed out, every one of the breaches was human error. And I recognize that officers are human. We're all human. And I'm guessing that humans who enjoy their work environment and feel appreciated are probably more conscientious at what they do. And we all want to see your officers be conscientious and successful at what they do. So I've been sitting here listening to all the questions. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a cough. And I'm concerned that there might be a temptation on the part of leadership in the Capitol Police to make changes to satisfy us that might hurt morale in the force. And so I just, at the end here with a few minutes left, I want to give you a chance to talk about that. Sorry. But let me set the stage for you just a little bit. The technological improvements you talked about sound great, but every breach was human error. The increased training sounds good too. But as I was listening, things like increasing the rotations and changing the setup at these checkpoints might make officers feel like they're being policed and treated like children. And we see the same officers a lot. We build up a good rapport with them. There are 438 of us and a lot of staff. And when people are at the same places a lot, they see us a lot and they recognize people. Can you just speak to how these changes in how personnel are handled might impact morale on the force?
So it is not lost on me that we had these 3 breaches, but that 99.999% of my officers were not involved in any of those. They made no mistakes.
Right.
And so when everybody had to go through the training, believe me, I understood the fact that a lot of them said, what did I do wrong? And because they did nothing wrong. So I think it's important for leadership to be consistent. This is not about, I will tell you that, again, been a cop a long time, and even good cops make mistakes sometimes. And when you make a mistake, it shouldn't start off with, you're going to get disciplined or whatever. First mistakes that people make, and it depends on the nature of the mistake and all that sort of thing. But all of these accountability measures that we're putting in, I want it to start with training. Then if the people make mistakes, then counseling, just say, hey, you did this. And then you would, after that, you would get into, okay, well, do we need to look at some sort of discipline or whatever? But I think training and counseling are where the emphasis needs to be as we add additional accountability measures where officers, might find themselves, gee, I looked at my phone momentarily when I wasn't supposed to be looking at my phone. And, okay, well, you understand why you don't do that. Don't do it. And so we're trying to be reasonable with these measures and not punitive with these measures.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's also not lost on me what you just said, that when officers feel like they're appreciated, they do a better job. And if you could do anything, it would be to make sure they know that we appreciate them. So I've got 1 minute left on the record. I just want to say how much I appreciate what you all do and the professionalism of the officers that I interact with every day. And I hope that you will convey that back to your team. And I hope whoever your predecessor is will work with us to make sure that we have a good working relationship, because we all work here in the same place together every day.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, and I second what Ms. Maloy's comments. Obviously, we here, members, all my colleagues,